Hubble ledges, rail grinders, a bowl, they're all happening at the New Olney Skate Park. I'm County Council Member Mike Knapp. Check it out on the Park Show up next.
Hi there, I'm Carolyn Wainwright, the host of the Park Show, your guide to Montgomery County parks. In today's show, we're gonna lace up, pad on, and head out to Olney Manor Skate Park, a brand new facility where both skaters and boarders can meet up for big fun. We'll also be looking at other inline skating opportunities in the county. But first, let's check in with our roving reporter, Kelly Holsendolph. She's got this month's headline news and things to do. Hey, Kelly.
Thanks, Carolyn. Yep, we're in that really busy time of the year here at the parks. So let me get going. Well, I'm here at Lake Needwood, where we're getting ready for our boat rental season, and also to give you an update. We have two big lakes within the park system, Needwood in Rockville and Little Seneca in Boyd's. Boating season begins weekends May 5th and then daily throughout the summer. Lake Needwood may ring a bell. Because of last summer's flooding, the lake rose 23 feet above normal, and the communities nearby were evacuated for fear of the dam bursting. Since then, the dam has been repaired by engineers at the Maryland Department of the Environment. Park employees and volunteers have been working hard here too, renovating trails and adding wetland plants, since the lake now exists 2 feet lower than before. Luckily, the docks, the boats, and the Needwood Queen weathered the storm, but the boathouse did not fare as well. Inside was completely destroyed. We lost the snack bar, ticket sales center, fishing supplies, and the employee lounge. Repairs are nearly complete. Unfortunately, the small museum on site that chronicled the lake's history has not been so easy to replace. Photos and memorabilia were ruined in the flood, so we're looking to replace them. Please, if you have anything to donate, give us a call. Also, we're planning a grand opening in late May, early June. Check the park's website for exact dates and time. What are you doing on April 21st? Here in the parks, we're celebrating Earth Day with a watershed cleanup. Volunteers are working with the Anacostia Watershed Society to stop trash from flowing into the Anacostia River, a major tributary of the Chesapeake Bay. So far, cleanups are scheduled at Long Branch, Sligo Creek, Rock Creek, and Wingate Woods. More parks are being added. Go to parkvolunteers.org to find out how you can get your work gloves and lend us a hand. The Agricultural History Farm Park in Durwood also gets busy in April. On April 14 and 15, the Gas and Steam Engine Show brings antique tractors and gas engines to life. Activities also include a tractor contest and country music performances. Arbor Day is celebrated on April 29th at the farm. This year's celebration is bigger than ever. Check out the nature exhibits, grab some food, introduce yourself to a costume character, test out the farm equipment. Special musical guests are Grammy-winning duo Kathy and Marcy. Free tree seedlings will be given to the first 400 visitors. And be sure to watch the chainsaw carving demonstration, back by popular demand. Big Tree Champion Awards will be handed out too. For more information, go to aghistoryfarm.org. By the way, if you can't make it to the farm for a specific event, no worries. Come by anytime. The Agricultural History Farm is open daily. This 410-acre park contains a barn, farm buildings, activity center, growing fields, gardens, and a farmhouse. The property is also an important archaeological treasure, and digs go on there throughout the summer. Currently, the 1910 Buzzard Farmhouse is being renovated. Docent training starts in May. If you're interested in helping, please call Susan Soderberg at 301-563-3405. The Interpretive History program here at the Parks Department has other offerings too. They include tours of the Oakley Cabin Museum, a 19th century slave cabin in Brookville, and guided hikes of the Underground Railroad Experience Trail at Woodlawn Manor Park in Sandy Spring. Tours are free and conducted Saturday mornings, mid-April through October. So how do you feel about trolleys and trains? If you're 4 years old, the answer is probably pretty good, I'd bet. So bring your mom and dad out to the Trolley Museum in Colesville. The museum offers rides on vintage trolley cars, as well as exhibits and special events. It's open weekends 12 to 5 and Thursdays and Fridays 10 to 2. And on April 15, the Cavalcade of Streetcars features all 17 cars in the fleet. Trolley fans, this is bliss. Check the website for details. And finally, as the spring sports season heats up, I'd like to remind you about our permitting process for using fields. If you're running regular games or practices, you need to schedule the field. Drop-in play is only allowed if the field has not been reserved for that day. Also, park rules state that if the field is muddy or rain-soaked, the field is closed. We spend a lot of time maintaining and reseeding fields, but muddy play ruins them quickly. Parking on grassy areas also destroys green spaces and compromises tree roots, so be careful when choosing your parking spot. Thanks for your help on this. So that's it for me. I'll leave you with a few more things to add to your to-do list. Have fun out there!
Wow, what a great selection. Hey, don't forget, you can also visit the park's website where all of the events are listed. Okay, so I'm standing here at one of the county's best kept secrets, the inline skating rink at Ridge Road Recreational Park. It's part of the 56-acre park that's located in Germantown, right on Route 355. In addition to the inline rink, the park includes lighted fields, playgrounds, trails, and picnic shelters. Back in 2003, when the park was completed, street hockey was at its peak. However, since then, interest in the competitive leagues has declined, but the facility still remains. Which is a good thing for the rest of us. This inline rink is now available on a drop-in, first-come, first-served basis. Anybody can access it for free and skate to their heart's content. And because the rink is fenced and the surface is level, it's a great place to bring a youngster to learn how to skate. Or take off those training wheels and teach your kid how to ride a bike, away from traffic and obstacles. The site is also an option for a kid's birthday party or a teen skating event. You just have to reserve it through parkpermits.org. Restrooms are nearby and include changing rooms. There are other places in the parks where rollerbladers are whizzing by. With more than 75 miles of paved trails, skaters don't have to go far to look. Popular pathways include the Capitol Crescent Trail, the trails along our Stream Valley parks such as Rock Creek or Sligo, and South Germantown Recreational Park has some smooth sailing options as well. Some kids and teens prefer the more aggressive style of inline skating, using ramps, boxes, bowls, and rails. And they're in luck because the new Olney Manor Skate Park has been officially added to the park's inventory. I recently visited there to speak with Ellen Mashaki, one of its planners. Ellen Mashaki, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Olney Manor Skateboard Park.
And what exactly am I looking at here?
This is a 15,000 square foot skate park with hubble ledges, stairs, rails, quarter pipes, half pipes, bowls, everything you can think of.
I've noticed a couple of different styles, I think, on the skateboards. What is that all about? Is this still a very popular sport?
It absolutely is. It began in the 1960s sort of as an offshoot from surfboarding. And a lot of young people out there in California use concrete pools as a place to go and drop in, as they call it. It's sort of morphed into street skating, which is more what you see on the left side of this park, with the stairs and the rails and the kinds of things you see in shopping centers. So this park actually puts together two different styles of skating. The old style, which is called vert, and the new style, which is called street.
And as a parent and as a grandparent, this is certainly a much safer environment for this aggressive kind of skating, right?
Absolutely. There were so many young people that were thrown out of local shopping centers on a daily basis that begged us for a skateboard park over the years.
Ellen, how much did this whole thing cost?
$750,000. It was a mix of private and public money. $50,000 was raised by the Friends of the Olney Skateboard Park, which was euphemistically called FOOS, F-O-O-S. And they raised money from Rupert Landscaping, from Giant Food, from Sandy Spring Bank, Winchester Homes, Carl Freeman Retail. So we had a variety of local organizations involved as well as private donors. In addition to that, we had $350,000 from the Capital Improvements Program from the county, and that was matched by a $350,000 state bond bill that was floated by Herman Taylor.
And you got on a rec staff shirt, and I know you still work for the Parks Department. How did that partnership happen?
Well, the two agencies got together. We built the facility. They're operating it. We've worked very, very closely with each other. This is not unlike a number of other facilities we have in the county where we build the facility and the rec department operates it.
I see most of these guys on skateboards. Can people bring their inline skates here as well?
Yes, they can bring their aggressive inline skates, which have the smaller wheels, and the roller blades that have the slightly bigger wheels.
Okay, how about BMX bikes?
We don't allow BMX bikes.
All right, now look, there are people here right now, but I understand there's something special that's going to happen on April the 14th. What
Yes,
is
there
that?
is. That's the official skate park dedication. We're going to be having public officials here. We're going to have demonstrations by a variety of local skaters. We may be importing some outside talent to add to it. We're going to have a disc jockey, giveaways, posters for people to have signed and autographed, and hopefully our donor recognition sign will be ready by then.
How much is it to come to that event?
It's a free event for the public, and we welcome everybody to come and look at these incredible athletes.
And they are incredible. And Ellen, you've been wonderful with this. Thanks so much for visiting with us today.
Thank you.
From now through June, the Olney Manor Skate Park is open Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to sunset. On weekends, it's open at noon, weather permitting, of course. The cost? Well, it varies. County residents pay only a $5 entrance fee. Non-residents pay $7. You may need to rent pads or a helmet, so there's a small charge for that. There's also a fee for private rentals held Saturday mornings. Just call 240-777-4979 for more information, or go to montgomerycountymd.gov. In addition to Olney, there are two other public skate parks in the county. One is run by the city of Rockville at Welsh Park, the other in Gaithersburg at Borough Park. Call those cities for more information. Well, we have a little time before we sign off, so I asked some of the skaters to explain their terminology. Kids? Hey, Brendan.
Yeah.
This is kind of new to me, so you're going to have to tell me what I'm looking at. Like this bank here, what is that?
This is called a bank ramp because you go up it and do tricks into the air, and it's basically, you just get really high off it, and it's real fun.
How is that different from the other ramps?
Well, because that one you do grinds on it, which is grinding the coping and with one foot.
Okay, grinding. Eric, what's a grind?
A grind is when the two axles on the skateboard are on the coping of a ramp.
What's a coping?
Coping is where the two ramps at the top and the ramp part meet, and then you do the grind with the axles.
Kick flips,
Yeah.
which is a what?
Well, that's when the board does a complete rotation underneath your feet.
Okay, all right. What's the best thing that you guys can do?
I can do a 360 NAR.
A NAR.
Yeah.
And what's a NAR?
It's basically like a spin.
Okay, why don't you just say spin? I mean, come on.
Well, I mean,
Come
we
on.
got to use skater terminology because
Right.
it's a skate park.
I see. Well, guys, you have really given me an education. Thank you so much. I think I'll stick to words like spin and flip and walk. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
No problem.
So that's it for today's show. I'm Carolyn Wainwright, inviting you to roll bounce out to an inline skating facility soon. We'll see you right here next time. Whoa, right here on the Park Show. Bye-bye.
From flowing into the Anacostia River. I'm sorry. Okay. Just do the one. Because I can't get the second one on.
Well,
Why didn't you say this?
get over it after a while.